today I'm gonna show you guys how I teach my handstand to my students. So let's do it. Handstand is much more than just balance. It's just more than Jupiter aligning with Saturn and you get like 5 seconds of hold and you celebrate. No. We are talking about 10 to 15 to 30 seconds of hold, and you're gonna need a little bit more than just like the stars aligning for you to get those 5-second hold. And today I'm gonna show you from the beginning to the end a little bit of the science of the handstand and what exercises you can start with in order for you to build up your journey and start and master the handstand. The first thing we need to know is how does the balance work, right? So imagine this, if we are on a standing position, and I want you guys to try the same thing. Imagine that you are on a cliff, guys. So I'm right here facing the cliff, beautiful ocean. There's this guy, this crazy guy that is gonna come in my back and he's gonna push me to the cliff. But I don't wanna die, I don't wanna step forward. If I step forward, I die, right guys? So you're here standing on the cliff, the guy is gonna push me, and what I do in order to avoid the falling, I grab on with my toes, right, to avoid the falling forward. So grabbing my toes will decelerate this motion and will bring me back, right? Because remember, I cannot step forward. We don't want to step forward. When you are on the handstand, we are upside down, okay? So our hands are our feet and our feet are our hands. So guys, if you are avoiding to fall on your back, which nobody wants, what your hands, that in this case are your feet, needs to do, they need to grab the ground, and that will bring you back, guys, right? So if I'm falling that way, I will grab the ground and bring back, right? If grabbing the ground will decelerate this motion, means that it will accelerate this motion. So you don't want to grab the ground as hard as you are decelerating this, but then you accelerate too much on your way down. So basically, guys, this is the thing. Grab, release, grab, release, grab, release, grab, release. And this is how you guys are gonna master your handstand. Take a look. If you look, guys, my hands are always kind of pressing the ground and releasing, pressing the ground and releasing. So if I'm falling forward, I will grab the ground and bring me back. And this last case, I did it too much, and this is gonna be the gamble, guys. This is gonna be your challenge. So you have to grab and release, and most of the times, as soon as you grab, you will do it too hard, and you're gonna fall back, and you have to find kind of the midway in which something that looks like this at the beginning will be such a minor control that who's on the outside cannot realize that you guys are working the handstand on your hands. Handstand, hands, all connected, right? This is the most important thing. But now, of course, we need to address what? The alignment, right guys? Because imagine this, you are on the handstand and you look like Shakira, right? Your hands cannot do nothing. Your hands will not be able to control what's happening on top stories. So, of course, it's important for you guys to work on the alignment, so your brain doesn't need to be worried about what's happening on the top, okay? Everything is automatized, and when that happens, when you get the alignment, yes, the brain will allow you to be able to make the minor adjustments. Make sense? More important, guys, handstand is all about proving the brain that the brain can trust the capacity for your limbs to hold your body. And here, by other means, I'm talking about strength. So this is one of the most important things when you are about to develop the handstand. You have to develop strength on your upper limb, guys. It's simple as this. If your brain that is upside down, going towards the ground, doesn't trust the capacity for your arms to hold your body, the brain immediately will give you this order of tensioning the whole body, right? You're gonna freeze, and there's no possibility for them to make small adjustments and all that. So strength is super important, the most important thing to develop. Why? To prove the brain that the brain can trust the capacity. This is the number one. Number two, you need to develop the alignment, right? So the brain then, after it gets all the pieces together, opens up space to make the small adjustments, and after we're gonna work, of course, on the balance itself, right? So drills to develop the balance. But these are the three most important family of exercises, guys, that you need to focus. Strength, number one; alignment, number two; balance, number three. And eventually Lately, we're gonna have another component, which is fear management. Most of you are not able to do a handstand because you are afraid. You are afraid of falling on your back. I was as well. I felt on my back. It's not good, but it's gonna happen. Still, I'm gonna give you drills in order for you to be safer, right? And to kind of avoid that scenario that nobody wants. Now, really quick, I'm gonna show you a little bit what are the drills that I teach to my students. There are many, there are millions, guys. I'm gonna show you the ones that I teach to my students, right? They're not better, it's just a way. Number one, strength. Remember, we have to build up strength to prove the brain that we are safe. How do we do it to create strength on the shoulders? The most easiest drill, pike position. So, hands on the ground, okay? And basically, you can start on a plank position if it's easier. You're gonna walk towards your hands, hips nice and high, right? Shoulders and elbows completely extended, hand between the shoulders, guys. And from here, you're gonna use your feet to push forward a little bit so the weight is on your hands, guys, alright? So this is the position. Avoid this. This is the most common mistake. Hand between the shoulders, press your hips high and hold it here at least for 30 to 40 seconds. Pike position. After you are comfortable on the pike position, you can start to add on the walk outs, guys. So the walk outs basically is you start on the pike position, you're gonna walk out, open up the position, which is amazing to build up some core strength, and then bring back, hold, mark the pike position, go again, and come back, and hold. Minimum 6 to 8 repetitions, okay, before you actually jump onto a more specific handstand training or strength training, which I'm gonna show you now. So by the time you are comfortable with the pike position and you are comfortable with the walkouts, we move to the wall, okay, guys? So moving to the wall, it's kind of an upgrade of the pike position, guys. So having a wall right there, you're gonna start in the easiest level, a little bit away from the wall. Hands there, you're gonna put your feet as high as possible, boom, and hold here. You already know, guys, avoid these, right? So keep your head between the shoulders, push the world down, right? And hold it here, guys, okay? The other last detail, don't break on your hips, guys. Close the space between the pelvis and the belly button, guys. Super important, because when you go overhead, most of the times, we lose the thoracic spine position, okay? So basically the arms go overhead and you want to reset your rib cage down, basically by putting this space together, right? So every time you are upside down and further on, we always want to, when we're here, to bring our rib cage down, okay? This is the first drill. As soon as you feel a little bit more comfortable, of course, you can start to be a little bit more close to the wall, right? Hold it here, but because the goal is to develop strength, guys, this is the exercise I want you guys to focus on. The walkout, as we did it on the ground, but now on the wall. Horrible exercise. Very, very hard, guys. But amazing to develop the shoulder strength. So basically, guys, you start on a more horizontal position and you're gonna walk out, mark the position, and come back. Walk out, mark the position, and back. Woo! This is the real shoulder exercise, guys. Make sure as soon as you're ready, work on this. Do it for reps, as many reps as you can. Usually we cannot do more than 5, so build up on sets. Do like 5-6 sets of 3 or 5-6 sets of 4, doesn't matter. Don't forget, build up your shoulder strength, okay? Now, moving to the alignment drills, we're gonna bring kind of what we're doing here. Now we don't want to walk out. Now we're gonna focus on getting as close to the wall as possible and just hold it there, okay? So this is my favorite exercise to build up the alignment on my students, when they are ready, of course, okay? Guys, so basically, you go again, and as close to the wall as you can. Same thing, guys, don't lose your head position, right? Try to look to the wall, belly, not like this. Take your legs out of the wall by pressing with your feet a little bit and hold as much as you can, guys. Take a nap here if you need. Hold, but save some energy, guys, to then walk out back, okay? We don't want no accidents. I've seen many. So, guys, hold as much as you can on this position. This is gonna be the best teacher for you to get the alignment, okay? And it will transfer then directly to the handstand position when you are out of the wall. Again, guys, there's many different drills to create alignment. This is my favorite, right? This is the one that I use mostly with my students, okay? But on YouTube, whatever, you can find many others. This is my favorite. Now, finally, guys, to start to develop a little bit the balance, right? The part that excites us most, okay? Let's start with two simple drills, okay? That are not directly handstand. Frog stand number 1, headstand number 2. Frog stand goes like this, guys. So the frog stand basically is the first drill in which you have all your body on top of your hands, okay? So it's gonna be mimicking a little bit what's hand standing or balancing on top of your hands. Frog stand, crow pose, guys. I mean, if you are yoga guys, you know it better than me, okay? That's not the point. The point is create an environment that kind of simulates what is to feel your weight on your hands, okay guys? And this is amazing because if you lose the balance forward, you can grab the ground and that will pull you back, right? So you shift forward, grab the ground with your hands and pull you back, right? But I would suggest, or that's the way I teach, at least 20 seconds on this position while breathing through the nose, okay? Number 1. Number 2, headstand. Headstand, many varieties, guys. This one. I like the one with the hands and the head because if we are doing something for the handstand, we want the hands on the ground. Hands on the ground, guys. Draw a triangle. Hands, head goes there, right? Nice and slow, up, and boom. Okay? Hold it here, guys. At least 30 seconds. And then you can play, guys. You can play with tugs and opens. You can play with straddles, right? You can play with lower, 2, frog stand, and back, 2 headstand. Just hold it, right? And you're developing a little bit of the balance component. Your core is being stimulated in a reflexive way, which is what we want, right? We don't want to do planks to get a stronger core for handstand. No, I hear many people saying, oh, I cannot handstand because I don't have a strong core. It's not about the core being strong, guys. It's about the core reacting, being reflexive, and being present when we need them. And when do we need them? When we are upside down. So that makes no sense to spend time doing this and expecting that this is going to transfer to the handstand, right? Or at least I will spend my time doing more of these drills. Finally, a little bit more advanced and specific to the handstand, balance drills, that's what we are talking about. This is the most important part of my teaching on the handstand, guys. Finger presses. We go back to the wall. Remember the first thing that I told you in the beginning, okay? We are, what? Decelerating this, bring it back there, up. This is what we're gonna create on the wall. So I want you guys to go to the wall, and as soon as you're there, you're gonna just focus on pressing the ground, and eventually your feet will start to come out of the wall. This is where the magic happens. Don't skip this stage, okay? So you go to the wall and stand, right? And from here, guys, I'm not gonna push the wall with my foot, right? I'm gonna use my hands, right? Only my hands to press the ground, press, until I come back. I will show you again. So, you go to the wall, you do nothing with your feet, guys. Your feet is dead. Focus on the hands. Hands are wide open, and now they're gonna grab the ground, push. And as you saw, my feet came naturally from the wall. This is where it starts. You need to feel that your hands will influence what's happening on the feet, because going from 5 seconds to 10 seconds to 15 seconds to 45 seconds, remember, it's not the alignment of the stars. You have to create this small adjustment, okay? By the time you feel comfortable and you feel that your legs are coming out to the ground, you can come a little bit out of the wall, relax the finger press, and it goes back, right? Because if I grab, he accelerates his way. But if I release, it will accelerate back then, okay? I'll show you guys. So basically, I'm gonna go to the wall, and here, I'm gonna press with my hands, up, release, and back. Press with my hands, up, release, and back. Press to my hands, up, 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 up. Release, grab, release, grab, release, grab. Guys, this is the most important thing when it comes to balance. If you have to spend your time on the handstand training on one drill, this is the one, right? I showed you drills for strength, I showed you drills for alignment, for balance. There's many others. Focus on these, those are the most important ones. Now, finally, the last part, the fear management, right? This is why you are professional, almost on doing handstands on the wall. But when you go back to the wide open environment, you freeze. You cannot do nothing. Why? Because you cannot fail. You don't know how to fail. You are afraid. So if you are afraid of falling, your weight is always backward. Every time you go to the handstand, you will do it biased, all ready to come back. So you do this. Oh, perfect. Here I'm always safe. But guess what, guys? The handstand doesn't happen here. The handstand happens on the falling part. You are constantly avoiding the fall, avoiding the fall. The weight should be not on the palm of your hand, should be on the fingertips, and you are kind of this edge, guys, on the cliff, remember? You are almost falling. There's many ways to fall. This is the safest one. This is the one that you should learn. So imagine if I kick myself to the handstand and I do it over, up, 1, 2. We don't want this. Actually, I'm afraid to do it. So we go to the handstand, it's too much, this is what we want to avoid. There's one more way to get out of the handstand, which is the rolling, guys. So if you do it over and you roll, okay? Anyways, guys, let's focus on the kind of cartwheel variation. That's the safest one. So as soon as you throw yourself and it's over, up, one arm, and you're there. How do you train these, guys? Back to the wall. Start slow here. So first thing you're gonna do is one hand, one leg. Okay? Nice and slow. Not much inclination. I will repeat it, guys. From here. Right? Focus. Gonna be this leg, you can take the leg before. Twist a little bit. 1, 2. Okay? When you start to feel more comfortable, you're gonna start to throw yourself. Okay? What I mean with throw yourself is, now you're gonna throw yourself and, right? Show you again. Here. First slowly. Throw, let it go. 1, 2. Practice these as much as you can, guys, because I can guarantee you that when you are not afraid of falling, that's when your handstand practice will ramp up and you will be feeling the more progress, guys, okay? So there's many other things to speak about the handstand. I will do a couple more videos, but those are the most important things. You need to understand the science of it. You create the balance, not the stars, by grabbing and releasing. But the grab and release is only possible if you develop the right strength, the right alignment, and then you put it on practice with a little bit of balance drills. To finish, guys, there will be no handstand if you guys are afraid to fall. So make sure you guys work on the falling, okay? By the drills that I showed you. So basically this is it. One last tip that I have for you, really important. Over my experience teaching the handstand for more than 5 years, I can guarantee you that is more important, guys, to work it frequently and more often than pounding yourself 2 hours, making attempts, you know, and doing this and doing that. What I mean with this is, if you can, 1 time per day minimum, you go to the wall. You go to the wall and you do the alignment drill. And you stay there 30 seconds, boom, that's it, go. But make sure you do a little bit of every day, right? Why? Because handstand is a neurology thing. You have to prove the brain that the environment is safe. How do we do that? Making it more often. Frequency over volume, okay? Work on the strength, work on the alignment, work on the balance. There's no balance without alignment, there's no alignment before the strength. So strength is the most important thing, guys. The most annoying, the most important. When you get these 3, work on the falling, and that's it, guys. You'll feel the magic happen. I know what it is to be on a handstand journey frustration, you will have times in which you are celebrating, but most of the times you feel like you cannot do it, you are about to give up. Don't give up, just put the practice and don't expect too much, right? Keep pushing, keep doing it. Lower down your expectations. That's the best tip I can give you, and I can guarantee you guys, if you put the work, it's gonna happen. And even better, it's like a bicycle. By the time you develop it, by the time you control it, guys, you never fail. Oh, what I'm talking about. I failed. Sorry, guys. One more for you. It's not that simple, but still. Right, guys? So if you give me 5 attempts, I will nail 2 or 3. No problem. Right? That's it, guys. Like a bicycle. Like a bicycle. That's it, boys. I hope you like it. Share with me on the comments doubts that you have. Where are you on your handstand journey? How can I help you? And if you like the video, guys, please like and subscribe. But yeah, give me your feedback. Help me to help you. And that's it, guys. Let's get this handstand. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go. You!